Hello and welcome to Did You Know?, the channel where we share amazing and shocking facts about different topics. Today we are going to explore some facts about Amsterdam, the capital city of the Netherlands. Amsterdam is famous for its canals, museums, bikes, and more. But did you know some of these surprising and interesting facts about this city? Let's find out. Did you know that Amsterdam is built on 11 million wooden poles? That's right, the city is literally standing on wooden stilts. Why? Because Amsterdam is below sea level, and most of the land is swampy and wet. To prevent the buildings from sinking into the ground, the Dutch had to drive wooden poles into the soil and build on top of them. Some of the oldest buildings in Amsterdam, like the Royal Palace and the A DYK.A, have more than 10,000 poles each. That's a lot of wood. Or did you know that Amsterdam has more bikes than humans? There are about 881,000 bikes and 872,000 people in the city. That means there are more than one bike per person. The city has over 400 kilometers of bike paths and lanes, as well as bike parking spots, bridges, and traffic lights. But also every year, about 100,000 bikes are stolen or end up in the canals. Did you know that Amsterdam is below sea level and built on artificial islands? The city is constantly at risk of flooding from the sea and the rivers. To prevent this, the Dutch have created an ingenious system of dikes, dams, pumps, and drainage channels that keep the water under control. They have also reclaimed land from the water by creating artificial islands called polders. These polders are surrounded by ditches and canals that drain the excess water. Amsterdam has about 90 polders that make up about half of its surface area. Some of these polders are so large that they have their own towns and villages. And did you know that Amsterdam has more than 1,500 bridges? That's right, the city has more bridges than any other city in the world. Some of the bridges are very old and historic. Some of the bridges are very modern and innovative, which has a striking red color and a curved shape. Some of the bridges are very romantic and scenic, such as the Lover's Bridge, which is decorated with flowers and lights. Did you know that Amsterdam has more than 40 museums? The city has a rich and diverse cultural heritage that is reflected in its many museums. You can find museums dedicated to art, history, science, religion, music, sports, and more. Some of the most popular museums in Amsterdam are the Van Gogh Museum, which houses the largest collection of paintings by Vincent van Gogh in the world. The Anne Frank House, which is where Anne Frank and her family hid from the Nazis during World War II and wrote her famous diary. The Rijksmuseum, which is the National Museum of the Netherlands and showcases artworks by Rembrandt, Vermeer, Frans Hals, and others. The Stedelijk Museum, which is the Museum of Modern Art and Design in Amsterdam, and features works by Picasso, Mondrian, Warhol, and others. The Nemo Science Museum is a fun and interactive museum for kids and adults that explores science and technology. Did you know that Amsterdam has a red light district called Reeperbahn? I'm sure you knew this one already. The city has a notorious area where prostitution is legal and regulated. It got its name from the rope makers who used to work there and make ropes for ships. The Reeperbahn is also known as De Wallen or Rospoort in Dutch, which means the walls or the red neighborhood. The area consists of several streets and alleys where you can find sex workers displaying themselves in windows or doors with red lights. The Reeperbahn is also a popular tourist attraction and nightlife destination, where you can find bars, clubs, theaters, museums, and shops. That wraps up part 1 of our exploration of Amsterdam. Be sure to check out part 2 for even more fascinating insights into this incredible city. We can't wait to see you in the next installment. If you found this information interesting and learned something new about Amsterdam, please show your support by giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel for more content just like this. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. What surprised or fascinated you the most about Amsterdam? Do you have any additional facts to share? We'd love to hear from you. Stay tuned and see you in part 2.